Next thing I knew, we got into a nasty fight, and in the process, Becca broke my bracelet. It fell to the ground and started pulling my hair. No, no, no. Damien and I continued to visit Nook every day after school. Natalie would join us sometimes. It was fun. One evening, when it was just Damien and I could feel him looking at me. Is your comic book that boring that you're looking everywhere but the book? No, it's just, I wanted to tell you something. Tell me what? I like you, Emma. What? I like you. Actually, I kind of liked you that time when you were hiding next to me in the movies. It was the first for me. Really? You know what? I think I have liked you too. Since that day, he smiled wide and pulled me in for a kiss. The next day, I told Natalie everything, and she was so happy for me. That evening, while we were hanging out at Nook, Natalie announced she was selected to write and direct the play at school, and that it was about something that Natalie knew about that incident. But could she? So I gathered all my courage and went to school. I needed to know who the play was. Do you know how that was possible? Because of you. I was grateful to you for it. I was shocked and had tears in my eyes. That night, I played Natalie's words on loop in my head, and I knew what I had to do. I sat down and started a live video on Instagram. Hi everyone, how are you doing? This video is gonna how much she's sweating. My poor baby. And then it all went snap to the point that I threw a bowl of custard at the door, right behind the nurse. And so my condition got worse. When I turned 15, I had to get a stoma temporarily, which is kind of gross. Because they were trying so hard to make me happy. When he saw the room, the expression on his face was priceless. Silly name. And he stayed at the hospital. Glad I'm here. It was so sweet. But then he leaned in to kiss me. Boy, I'll make sure I make it. For the first few months, I thought every other person I saw on the street was Steele. Everywhere I looked, there he was. I felt like Cupid had hit me with a bucket of love with Steele's name on it, but I pushed it aside. There was nothing I could do. As the years passed, life got in the way, and eventually, we both lost touch with each other. I got extremely busy with completing high school, trying to get into a university, and with the foundation. I put all of my focus on getting it open. After organizing talent shows and competitions as fundraisers and to get some awareness on it, I got some attention and eventually got to meet the CEOs of the biggest organizations who wanted to help me out with my own foundation. But I was in for a shock when I spoke to them. So, from all the donations and money you make, we will get 40% of the cut, and you can decide how much you want to keep and give the rest to the families. I'm sorry, but did you just suggest that you and I take the majority of the money that is supposed to go to struggling families? Of course. I had to take matters into my own hands. Up to my office to inform me that we had gotten one of them with us as well. Isn't this exciting? Can I show him in? 100,000? Yes, of course. I can't wait to meet this angel of a person. I'm an angel now? I thought I was the jerk boy. It was Steele. Coffee shop. There's so much catching up to do. Everything worked even better than I could imagine. It was all because a long waste your whole life wait